All right, what's going on there, fellas? I am still sick as shit. We're sitting in my driveway before I make the drive into town. We're gonna try to make this this heavy deadlift session happen anyway. Who knows? Big problem has been because I'm pretty sick. I've been training through it. I always insist on training through it. I probably should have dialed back a little bit and I would have gotten over it quicker instead of trying to push through and hit my planned numbers, which I have succeeded in doing, but then you stay sick for longer. Probably not my wisest decision, but so far so good. But because I am very fatigued and sick from kind of that compounding fatigue of lifting plus having to fight off a cold, my brain has been very foggy. Have not been thinking very clearly, which has gotten in the way of before heavy sessions, I run through the session in my mind over and over and over. I don't even know if it's mental imagery. It's just something I've always done because I'm excited to go to the gym. I'm excited to do that session. When I have a session I'm looking forward to, that might start several days beforehand. I imagine walking to the gym, what warm-ups I'm going to do. And that way when I'm going through it, it's not my first time doing it. It keeps me efficient with my warm-ups because I've kind of premeditated them. I imagine how the lift is going to feel, yada, yada, yada. And I've found that to be something that's helped me a good bit. It's a good tradition of mine because people say, oh, mental imagery. And a lot of the time when you hear guys talk about mental imagery with lifting, they say, like, imagine yourself lifting that goal weight that you're training for. So like me imagining like the 880 over and over and over. And I've had better luck using the mental imagery for just like that next session, what executing that like an expert would be if I was a professional, if people were paying me to do strongman, what I think it would look like, and just running through that in my head. And that has always made my gym sessions more enjoyable and go better, but my brain has been foggy as shit. So I have not been able to efficiently put that together in any coherent way. I keep trying and it's not there. So, on the drive into town, I'm just gonna put on some music and we're gonna try to run through that a couple of times, get there, get in the gym, and then get after it.
I'm a soldier, I'm a soldier, I'm a soldier.
V4 Vendetta Beats Production.
Zombie. I'm a soldier, bad boy murder till we die. Who shot me but your pumps didn't finish? I'm a soldier, bad boy murder till we die. Who shot me but your pumps didn't finish? I'm a soldier, bad boy murder till we die. Now you got to feel the wrath of the minute. I'm a soldier. It's like I tell my niggas, keep your eyes on these bitches. They love to see a nigga young, dumb, and getting riches. What the fuck you think a trick is, nigga? Nigga that's thinking with his dick and then get tricked out all his riches by bitch. I'm here to school you to the rules of the game, it'll cost ya. Think you ought to know just cause she let a nigga toss her. It's like a motherfucking privilege. She don't give up free conversation, get that bitch on 7 digits when she call ya. That's that little tramp, what's up? And if she hesitate, nigga hang up, word up. And let that bitch meditate to the dial tone. And call me when you're ready to bone. And it's on, I'm motherfucking Mac tonight. Stay back, stay strapped, cause my raps is tight. You fucking punks, I hate you snitches. Win against the grain and the game to be fake ass bitches. Who shot me but your punks didn't finish? I'm a soldier, bad boy murder till we die. Who shot me but your punks didn't finish? I'm a soldier, bad boy murder till we die. Who shot me but your punks didn't finish? I'm a soldier, bad boy murder till we die. Now you got to feel the wrath of the minute. I'm a soldier.
Point first.
Save yourself, daughter. Join us.
I lead soldiers.
you, friend killers.
We are all killers here.
Who shot me, but your punks didn't finish? I'm a soldier. Bad boy murder till we die. Who shot me, but your punks didn't finish? I'm a soldier. Bad boy murder till we die. Who shot me, but your punks didn't finish? I'm a soldier. Bad boy murder till we die. Now you got to feel the wrath of the menace. I'm a soldier.
Well, that went really well. That was unexpected. My goal was 3, and I was worried, given that I'm sick, that might not happen. But I feel like sorry if you can hear the noise of Odie swinging his toy around in the background. I feel like I turned the corner really well that session. When I say turn the corner, I mean during my warm-ups, I was very slow and methodical. I made sure I'm feeling all the muscles that I want to feel, practicing my cues, mental imagery. Take a little bit longer when I know I'm going to be doing just the heavy lift and no assistance work. I kind of front load the session with any little drills that I can do to make my deadlifts feel better. I'll do them because I know I'm not going to have to add time to the back end. Whereas I wouldn't be doing all these low scale little goofy activation drills earlier in the block when I need to be putting in volume and then turning around and then putting in assistance work. So I did all these little things. I was very critical of my warm-ups, really wasn't happy with how they felt. So I was like, okay, do a little activation drill here, do some form technique practice, do some drills, do some mental imagery. Gotta do better because I know I'm not going to be that strong today. That felt off. Being really critical. Whereas a lot of people be like, oh yeah, that flew. What are you spazzing about? But I know that I'm not in good enough condition to do mistakes on the heaviest weight. So I need to be critical of those early warm-ups and try to decide, what did I not like the feel of that? Did I not pack my lats sufficiently? Am I just going to spend more time packing them on the next rep, on the next setup? Am I going to do some like small low scale rows to get a little bit of blood flow to my lats so I can feel them more? Do I need to do a little bit more mobility? Very critical, very critical. Unfortunately, I did not film all of this little trial and error stuff for you guys because the gym was a little busy, and as always, that embarrasses me. But I turned the corner, meaning I was very critical and almost pessimistic about my strength, which Max and I both share that on our warm-ups. Everybody's like, oh, that flew. How'd it feel? I'm like, shit, always shit. It's never good. It's a rare, beautiful session when Max or I ever says that one of our warm-ups was good because we're looking for what needs to be fixed to execute a set that's going to be difficult rather than being like, yeah, I just ragdolled 60%. Well, I darn sure hope you would ragdoll 60%, but if you tried to do what you just did at 60%, how would it scale for like a maximal effort? So you need to be critical in that way to where I was like almost like down, and then I did my last warm up. All the work was done. I loaded the top set, and that's what I mean. I turned the corner to where now being critical and being pessimistic about how they were feeling would do me no good, and I kind of turned the corner to be like that guy that's going to execute. I'm going to make it happen. I'm like, whatever I need to do, I'm going to execute my cues to the fullest degree. I'm going to front load my effort rather than coming into the rep and thinking, okay, well, I really want this, so I'm willing to grind out a really, really slow, hard rep, and then another really slow, hard rep. I would rather take that effort rather than being willing to commit to a really difficult rep, and I would rather have you take that same effort and front load it. Put it into executing your cues to the best degree you ever have. That's not always to the greatest magnitude. Sometimes like pinching your scaps back on the bench, there's a certain amount, and just pinching them more isn't necessarily a good thing. So not always magnitude, but sometimes magnitude. I'm going to get as tight as I can. And my desire to get this set, I'm going to put that into front loading it and executing my cues good. And then I don't even have to be that committed because the rep, even if it's slow, it almost feels easier because I front loaded my effort. And I did a good job turning that corner from being overly critical and fixing these minor things and being like hyper aware of what I was doing wrong to being like, I'm going to make it happen. I don't care if I'm sick. I'm going to execute. And that's a mental space that, to be honest, I've always had a pretty good time getting to, is when push comes to shove, when I'm in a competition, generally I lift more. You know, some people, that's something they need to learn. They underperform in competition due to nerves. I can say that's something that always came easily to me, is like, when it comes down to it, I always get more reps in competition, not just because I peaked properly, but because I think I enter a good mind space of the only thing I'm focusing on is what do I need to do to make this happen. And I turned that corner, and we got a all-time rep PR to show for it. Goal was 3. We took it for 4. I don't think I've ever done that before, which is very, very promising because historically speaking, I'm worse at reps when I do these full kind of resets, redropping my hips each rep. Because some people are like, oh, you're resting. You're letting your muscles rest. You're kind of breathing on the ground. And to some degree, yeah, sure, I definitely am. But on average, I find my rep sets are stronger when I just like control the negative down, stay tight in my body, let the weight sink into the floor, pull again. So the fact that I was able to hit this all-time rep PR with these redropping the hips each rep, I think is really promising. I'm strong right now. And then I actually felt okay, so I did a couple of good mornings. Nothing super heavy, but those have been helping my squat, maybe helping my deadlift a little bit, but mostly I feel like they're for my squat, and yeah, those were good.